Welcome to Support Desk Live, everybody. My name is Allie Miriam, and I will be your support desk support for today. While we're waiting for everybody to come in, we'll just go over a few house rules. The If you turn your camera on, just know we're streaming this live to Facebook, and we also put it on our YouTube channel. You can certainly stay off camera if you'd like to and stay in the chat. That's fine as well. Other than that, welcome. We have some people joining us. Irene, hello,
Hi,
and Louise.
Ellie.
Lay it on me, Irene. How are you?
Good. So I started this cafe, online cafe, and
Okay.
it's live. And so people register live for it. And when I set it up, I thought it's a cafe. I'm not going to record this. Now the sessions have been so great that I want to record them.
I know, right?
And so I understand that you can't change the automatic cloud recording once it's set up. Is that correct?
You you can once you set up your thing, if you go in there and turn it on, then it'll work. Obviously, you can't retroactively turn it on for the ones you've already done, but you
How
can
about
turn
for
it
the ones
on.
I haven't done?
Yeah, you can turn it on. Here, I'll share my screen. I'll show you.
Oh, huh.
I will.
It will make it automatic
Yeah, and it'll make it automatic for you. Absolutely.
for that session only.
Yes. Yep. Every time you schedule one. So if you come here to your live, can you see my screen yet? Because sometimes there's a
Yes.
delay. Okay, good. So any of the lives that you schedule,
Yep.
when if you didn't set up the automatic cloud recording when you set it up,
Yep.
um, let me just pick a way future date so that this is available when next time. So automatic cloud recording is here, right? So
Right.
I'll leave it off for now and I'll create this event. I gotta select a time zone. There we go. Okay, so now I set it up without automatic cloud recording.
Right.
But if I go back out to one-to-one booking section, main area and come back into this, then
Hmm.
I can scroll down here and I can turn it on and then
Oh,
I can save it.
okay.
So yeah, so you definitely can change it once it's gotten that,
Okay.
just not afterwards, obviously, not after you posted it.
Yeah. Okay, great. Um, so I got on Zen educational platform.
The tutorial site, would that
Yep.
be
And
this,
the chat,
the what?
the what David created,
Oh, the GPT,
the
the chat,
GPT.
the educational center.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
fabulous.
and
Good.
then yesterday I tried to work with it and it was disappeared. Was it down for a while or what?
No, it's a GPT. So
Yeah.
in your sidebar here, you need to pin it so it doesn't disappear. Because it will kind of disappear and then you'll have to grab the link again, which is why in the community right here, this sheet has the link to when you download
That's the
that
Facebook community.
no, this is the Zenler tutorial site community. You know how you have a Zenler community on your website for Zenler? Do you know how you can have a community on your Zenler site,
I don't think
Irene?
so. I guess not.
You know, on your
Yeah.
site, there's an
Oh,
option for
communities. Yeah.
communities, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is a Zenler community in a Zenler website.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so that's here, and there's a document here. You can see me here. I've pinned some things here, but this specific one has all the links to the things like the GPT, to the notebook, to the Accelerator live sessions, and a link to this session too.
okay.
So it has
So,
all the links.
so is the Zen GPT the same as Chat GPT? Do I
This
need
is
do I
it.
need
This is
both?
no, okay. So the GPT is inside of ChatGTP, right? It lives in ChatGTP.
So I don't
So
need to subscribe to Chat separately.
no, if you will have to have a ChatGTP account of some kind, right? But you can use a free account or a paid account, it doesn't matter. But there are limits on the free account. So when you ask it so many questions and it gives you so many responses, you might get timed out on it might say you have to wait until, 3 p.m. For your tokens to reset or whatever when you're on the free plan,
So, but
right?
just to be clear, I do need a separate Chat GPT account separate from the educational center Zenler.
If you've clicked on this and used it, you have a ChatGTP account,
I see. Okay,
right? If you can log into ChatGTP, like this is my ChatGTP account, right? Like this
I
is
get it.
mine. This is all of my stuff in here, but I have access and I have it pinned. You can see there's a pinned section.
Hmm.
I have the Educational Center GPT pinned right there. So it's like a little app within an app.
Okay.
So yeah, you pin it and then you that way it doesn't disappear on you because they do disappear sometimes.
Um, okay. And then the Zenler uh, community is right within the is I don't go to Facebook to get there. I go through my
Right.
site.
Through no, it's not on it's on Zenler's site. Um Here.
But it's
I'll put the link in the chat. So here's what it is. When you sign up for Zenler, you get your own Zenler website like
Mhm.
this. You have your own Zenler account.
Right.
Zenler as a company, we also have our own Zenler account. And that's what this is over here.
Okay.
This is our Zenler account on Zenler. And so you can come into our Zenler account on Zenler and you can access all of our courses and all of our communities and all of our stuff for free because we don't charge for our stuff, obviously, because it's for you, right? You set up your site, Zenler site to, get leads, sell your courses and engage your community. We use it to give you the trainings and the resources you need to build your sites. So it's basically a Zenler site that Zenler runs and we have a community on it where you can come and that's that link I just put down below in the chat for you.
And
And then
can you post things about the work you do here?
yeah. What do you mean? The word? No, this community is for I'm in here. I haven't been in here lately, but I will start being in here again because I don't do Facebook. But this is just where you can get support and help and ask questions
Oh,
and
okay. Well,
find resources. This is our community. Yeah.
I misunderstood because I thought there was some invitation to talk about the actual work you do, not just the technique, but that's not what this is.
No, I'm not sure what you mean. Like in the Facebook group, they have a Wow Wednesday post where you can post, a weekly you can post something from your Zenler's a link from your Zenler site on the Wow Wednesday post, right, to promote yourself in the Facebook group.
Yeah, I tried that and I got rejected. That's what I'm saying. I got
No,
re
no, 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 no. You would get rejected. You cannot make promotional posts inside the Facebook group. That's not allowed. It's not allowed in most communities. Wow Wednesday is right here.
Okay, and what can you post there?
What did you post? Did you make a comment on this post?
No, I thought we could post about some work we were doing. So it
Oh,
was
no.
promotional. I see.
Yes, it's promote, you can promote on this, you can comment a promotional thing here, right? Wellness Wednesday, share your product, community, blog, or service. And you can do that and pop the link in here. This is the only place you can do promotional things for your business because everybody's here collaborating on, how are you putting your funnel together? What kind of a hook or a lead magnet did you use? What's working for your content, right? It's collaborative in that way, like on the back end, like business owners collaborating
Oh,
together
I see.
and
Okay.
learning from each other on what's working for them and also, hey, I'm doing this thing in Zenler and I'm setting up a live class. This is how I'm setting mine up. Does anybody else have any feedback on how they've set theirs up? That kind of stuff. So specific about Zenler setup, but then also in general, like maybe marketing and audience growth strategies and things where you're talking about, the process of growing your business, not talking about the business itself as if you're
I get
trying
it.
to
Okay.
sell. Yeah.
I
Yep.
misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last question. How do I put, I haven't been able to make my donate button on my top menu red. I want to have it stand out. How do I make it red?
So you mean like something up here?
Yep, top menu.
Top menu. Okay. So you would go and let's find a page to edit and see if we can do this. Now, I know somebody else had submitted this was a few weeks back. They were trying to make changes to their navigation and it showed here once it was saved, but then the live site was not carrying over the change. So if that happens, then let's see. I don't know if we can.
Button color
Background.
is crossed
Yeah,
out.
if you're gonna do because there's no button on there.
Oh, right.
Mhm. So if you did add it as a button,
Yep.
then this is what you would do
Okay. Well,
is do that. So let's see, let's see how we do that. Or maybe, I don't know if you can. Let's see, menu. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if it's gonna let me. Yes, because if you change it, I don't see a way to opt the button. When you change it, it changes it's just changing the title on that one. Oh, because that's text and the other is links. Okay. So that's going to be back to black. It'll change all the text is what's happening. See link color? It'll change all of those to red.
it'll change all the top menu.
Yeah, to red. See?
Yeah,
Or
that
can you
does,
can you
that's
see
not
my
what
screen?
yeah, but that's
Or what you could do is like link cover color. And then when someone hovers over it, the things individually will turn red, but otherwise they remain black. And that's it. I don't see a way to add a button to the
well,
menu.
oh, I did add a button. I have a button on my site.
Okay, well then if you have the button, then change the um button color to red and then the button will be red. I don't have a button, so it's not going to turn it red.
Okay,
But
well,
that's
I'll try again.
yeah. Yeah, that's where the settings are is there. So if you change the setting there and hit save and it's not showing up, then that's a tech bug. That's some kind of a little anomaly. And that's when you email support@zenler.com
Right. Good.
if it
Okay.
doesn't take, okay?
Okay, Ally. Well, thank you so much.
You're
And
very welcome.
um, yeah. I think I'm going to bow out now and maybe come back later if I'm still stuck.
If you're well, you can always turn your camera off and mute and just work quietly in the corner. And if you ever need help again, you can just turn your camera on and be like, "Hey, Allie." So,
Okay.
so we're here. You could use it as co-working time. A lot of people do that. So
Okay. Thanks.
you're very welcome. Louise, did you have a question? I know you popped in early, so I want to check in with
Oh,
you.
thank you. Yeah, I don't know if this is the right place for this kind of question, but it's quite a simple question maybe.
Okay.
I it's just a technical thing. I keep getting emails from people who are signed up to my courses saying that they can't get logged in, and they're saying they're logging in and then the courses aren't there. And so I check that they're all registered and they're signed up for it and everything. And then I send them a direct link, and they use that and they get in. And I'm kind of like, so I haven't been able to ascertain what it is that they're doing that is not taking it because I'm giving them the direct link,
And they're
um,
getting it,
and
so
they're
it's
not,
there.
yeah. And then so what are they doing? And they can't tell me. They're saying, oh, I'm just clicking on the link. And then so my concern is what am I not doing? Because I'm
Hmm.
shortly going to be launching a really big course and
Yeah, and
I
you want
don't
to
have
make sure that
capacity
goes.
to be answering these emails with people that are going
Yeah.
elsewhere. So
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
I feel like there's something I'm missing that I'm not sort of giving them
Yes.
maybe the
Yeah,
wrong link.
let's there's a couple of things that it could be. So,
Okay.
the first question I'm going to ask you is are you the one that set up your Zenler site or did you
Yeah,
have somebody set it up for you?
it was me.
You set everything up. Okay.
Yeah.
So, one of the first things that happens is the navigation bar up here is dynamic. Okay. So when they come to your site, if I click on this, that's the all courses. So any courses that are published to the public that are available to be sold will be right here. Okay.
Right.
Now, when somebody buys a course from you, they go, where am I? Okay, I'm over here. When someone buys a course from you, it automatically gives a My Courses section. Where I'm gonna come here and see it so I can show you from the Zenler. See how this one has My Courses?
Yeah.
It's a dynamic link. So this is like
Mm.
the I hate when it gives me this dashboard. I don't like being in there. There we go. So it's dynamic. Oh, they do weird things with theirs. Where can I have a site that's doing it properly? Well, one of the settings you're going to want to make sure is you have these page listed that all these pages are published.
Mhm.
Specifically this page,
Mm.
my courses,
Okay, I
because
wonder if
that's
it's not published.
because if it's not published, they'll go to the site and their courses won't be there. And
Okay.
that what because once they've bought a course, what happens is, right, that all courses page, when you go there, if they click on, they can't buy that course again. They've already bought it.
No.
So if they're logged in, they
Hmm.
can't, you know what I mean? So make sure
Yeah.
this My Courses page is published. Then from there, how it should work is I don't know what your navigation up here looks like if you've changed it around. Like, see, Zenler, they've edited theirs, right? Like they've got all kinds of things up here. This is the way the navigation looks natively before it's edited. Um, and I don't know if you've done a lot of editing to your navigation, have you?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that My Courses navigation shows up because the first thing is you want to make sure the page is published, right? And
Hmm.
then the second thing is you want to make sure that you haven't removed My Courses from the navigation because that's how simple it should be, right? When they come to
Hmm.
your site, right? This is what they should have. They should have the site, they're logged in, they see their profile photo. And then, so for Zenler, it says workshop trainings, resources. So just go in there. And then, like, they've done there. So, ugh. Workshop resources, maybe that's a better section. Training. No. Oh, here's this. So yeah, now I can get into where the courses are. So the courses, where is the
Yeah.
see the library? I'm trying to get to where it's the actual frickin' thing. Here they all are. Let's see. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't have a fully set up demo site yet.
Yeah, I know what you
Um,
mean. So
but the
on my
all
course,
course, yeah, the most important thing is that you check that your navigation. Do you have your site pulled up? Can you look at it right
yeah,
now? Your navigation? Does your
yeah,
navigation say,
I can see under my course pages, I've got sales page, checkout page, thank you page, course access page, but I
okay,
don't have a my courses
that's
page.
the funnels.
Okay,
Okay, so
so
in a
where do I see a
course,
list of those courses?
site,
Sorry, those pages.
site at the top,
Yeah,
and then on the left navigation pages.
okay. So sites, that one. So where was site? Sorry.
Up at the top of navigation when you're in your back end of your dashboard, can you see my screen?
Yep.
So site is right at the top next to live. There's a little red dot on the I for live. Communities is on the other side of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, see it now.
Okay. Yep. And then on the left-hand side, like the fourth one down is pages.
Okay. Yep.
And then just make sure all of those, I mean, I don't know how many pages you've added,
Yeah, it's
right?
unpublished.
Okay, see, that's it. So publish that, and now they'll be able to get to their courses.
Okay, great. I knew there would be something I was doing wrong.
Yes. Yep. Well, see,
Um,
I did it. I can't remember why, because I've been using Zenler for so many years now, I can't remember. But there was a reason back in the day where quite a few people unpublished that page, right?
yeah,
And including me. And we had all kinds of problems. And so whatever the reason was back then that we were doing that, I have no idea. I can't remember the circumstances, but it's not very common now. But because I've been around that long, when people are like, people can't find their courses, I'm like,
yeah,
ooh, maybe it's that culprit again.
yeah. Brilliant. And then the other thing, just to make sure all courses is up on my navigation at the top.
Yes, all courses should be published and up there as well. And here's the other thing about the My Courses. It's not going to see, I don't have one on this one, right? But
Mhm.
I'm logged in. If I purchase a course or register, even for a free course, that's when My Courses pops up here.
Yeah, because you've got
It's
one.
right, because it's a dynamic thing where it pulls in the information. So a
Yeah,
lot of times, just to make sure everything's working properly, you go into your back end and make sure you're registered for at least one of the courses you have as a registrant. So you'll see my courses as well. And that way you can, make sure everything's working properly.
great. Okay,
Yay.
thank you very much. Sorted.
Fabulous. Glad you made it in today, Louise.
Yeah, great. Thanks very much.
Yeah. You're welcome. How's everybody else doing today? And what are we all working on?
Um,
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mary and DJ.
Yeah. So my website won't come up. I've,
Uh-oh.
it's a bit of a problem. I've had people say, I can't find your website. And so
What
I've
is your
gone
website?
in.
What's your
It's
website?
imperfectheroes.net. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold.
That's not allowed. No.
Uh,
Heroes. Let me see. Let me go there.
I mean, and it's been working, but the last, I don't exactly know when it started, but yeah, I can't
Um,
remember.
okay, so that's your custom domain.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then what's your Zenler domain? What's your Zenler your dot new Zenler? Is it the same thing? Is it imperfectheroes.newzenler.com?
Yes.
Okay, try that.
And I've been wanting to make some changes, to it. And um
Okay, so back to home. No, so you've unpublished or something's happened with either your domain, right? I
mhm,
don't know if you maybe tried to change the name of your Zenler
not for a long time, uh-uh.
thing, or so you're gonna have to email support to get in there because something happened. Like I can't even get to the login page. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can do. Right.
Okay, so
So
I just
something got deleted. I don't, who'd you buy your domain through? Who's your host? Who's your domain register?
I just
Namecheap,
went through.
GoDaddy, Namecheap,
Oh, you know
GoDaddy.
what? I had someone that I was working with. I just couldn't afford her anymore, but she's the one that set it up. So I don't know how she worked through it.
Okay. I mean, and that's exactly the reason I was asking Louise earlier if she did her site or
Uh-huh.
if somebody else did it.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
yeah, if something got changed, if the DNS isn't redirecting anymore, if there's some,
Okay.
something went on or if a setting. So support at Zenler.com. Give them and make sure you give them your Zenler site name, right? Because that's what they need to get in through their end.
So it's like the imperfect hero dot new Zenler.
imperfectheroes.newzenler.com is your site. And this
Okay.
is your custom domain. Let them know that that what the custom domain is too. The more context you can give them, the more quickly you'll get it resolved because they'll come back with a million questions.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. So
Okay.
give them, go to the site, try to pull it up, take screenshots of what's you're seeing so they can see
Okay.
that, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And send it so you can get that fixed right away so you can get in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to sell a book or two.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Come on, get
it would.
after
It would.
it.
Okay. All right.
All
Well, thanks.
right.
I'll contact them and see what we can do.
All right. Good luck, DJ. Let us know how it works out. All
I will. I will. Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. See you later.
See ya.
Mary, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to figure out. Remember when you were just helping the other lady with the lovely Irish accent?
Yes,
Um,
Louise.
okay, her. You said she had to kind of bring in one of her courses, right? So she would have courses on the side to make sure that they were all working. So I just did that. I sent it to my website that is part of Zenler. The email got there. I clicked on the freebie link and it did come up in like PDF. Okay. But
Mhm.
now I can't find where in my own profile I would find it to see that the courses are indeed there.
Well, do you mean in your back end dashboard on Zenler? Okay, here, let me show you. I'll share my screen with you and we'll take a look.
Okay.
So now this is your back end dashboard. Can you see my screen, Mary?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
You went into dashboard? Let me go there.
Well, this is when you first log in, this is exactly where you land. You land on the dashboard section when you log in. This is what happens. And then when it comes to seeing if a person is specifically registered in a course, I'm not sure if you're looking, like if you have a lot of courses, you can come to your courses area, right? And you can go into the course and you can look at and then click students. And what that'll do is it'll bring you back to the all people thing, but with the filter that they're enrolled in this course, right? Check your courses. So you go into site.
Okay, so I'm in courses right now,
Oh, okay.
but I have a bundle of books that people buy. But the thing is I don't see anywhere where my freebie is. Am I supposed to not see that?
This is in your courses. Your freebie would be in a marketing funnel next to
Ah,
courses.
okay.
If you click on that,
I see it.
okay.
Okay. So do I click on,
So what is it that you're trying to find in here, Mary? Because the marketing funnels are not courses. They're not, no students are going to be enrolled in a marketing funnel. You know what I mean? They could be subscribed to that funnel. So what is it that you're looking to see who's registered
okay,
to what?
so I, okay, 2 days ago, I enrolled in my freebie, okay, myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when it came into my email, the link did not work. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
today, I tried to I went there again. I signed
Mhm.
up. The email I used was the Zenler email. Okay. And it worked. So I don't understand. And when I did it with the Zenler email address,
Okay.
um, it's not showing that I did that. It's not showing that I went in and signed up for it with the Zenler address.
Okay. So on the funnel.
Mhm.
Okay. So a couple of things. So it's a funnel. And the link didn't work. Okay. So, um, funnel details is the link, funnel steps. Okay. So a couple of things. What you added, when you added the PDF to Zenler, did you add it when you created the funnel or did you add it to the media library?
Uh, I don't remember. I did it like 4 years ago.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I'm trying to update this whole program to determine
Okay.
whether it's going to be good enough for what I need right now.
Okay.
And so, but the one
Um,
thing that I know for sure is I wasn't the only one who said, because somebody wrote to me when they tried to get into the name of it is 21 things you must know about the grieving process. I write about grief. And
okay.
so I've been giving this away through Kit and all other places they can get it. But the thing is that people have written to me and said, I can't get into that link. And it comes from a place called Send, which I don't even know what that is.
Centigrade, like yeah, it's from Amazon. Okay, so here's what you have to do. Go in your thing right now and go to this area up at the top called Site. Click on that first.
Which, wait a minute.
The top of your
Yeah,
navigation
okay, gotcha.
right there.
Okay,
And then on the left-hand navigation, you're going to scroll down to the spot that says Media Library and you're going to click that.
okay.
Okay. And you're down, the thing that you are delivering is a PDF, is that correct? It was uploaded as a PDF. It's a PDF file or an image.
Hang on one second. Yeah, it's a PDF. I'm looking.
Okay. Okay. So don't look through the list for I mean, you can. Do you have the PDF?
No,
Find the PDF.
no, it's
Find the,
just too many of them. So how do I search for
right.
it?
So click the
Find the file?
file type and click PDF so that it'll sort your list by that at least. And then scroll through and find the thing because here's what you're going to do.
See it.
Okay. So right here, the third one in is that's a share icon. Do you see this where I'm hovering over?
Uh, uh, yeah.
You see that? You click
Yes,
that and then you get a pop-up, okay?
yes,
And you see how it says link sharing on?
yes.
Underneath it, it says logged in users with this link can download. If you click on that, you need to change that to anyone with this link can download. Because what's
That
happening
was
is,
there already.
what do you mean? It says anyone
Uh-huh.
and then click
Anyone
down.
with this link can download, and underneath it is the griefauthority.com/ well, the numbers.
Okay. And then make sure that that's saved. Okay. So that's the first thing that we had to make sure is working because that one setting will block people from downloading your freebie. Because it requires them to have a login to get it, right? So making sure that that setting is correct is number one. So that's correct. Um, and so then the second thing is, let's go back to the funnel.
Can I ask you something
Sure.
while I'm right here? So
Yeah.
now, my three other books are right here in PDFs. I've since updated them, and I have another one I want to put in there. So do I just go and edit on the right-hand side and upload the new PDF there?
Where? What do you mean? In the library?
Media library. What I did
Okay.
was I brought up the PDFs that I have in the system, and it brings them up. These are all from 2022. And so
Mhm.
if I go and put edit at, on the right-hand side where we had the share buttons, right? If I go there, can I then upload the new version?
Yeah, and do you see my screen? Do you see my screen?
I'm going, can you? Let me see. Is that what will come up when you
Can
say
you
edit?
see? Yeah, when you click, I can go back.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you were looking at me or looking at your file. So when you're in
Yeah,
your
I'm
files,
sorry. Yes, exactly.
and
Right there, the
you
pencil.
click the edit, there's an
Yeah,
option to replace file, right?
perfect.
So do that. I mean, the other thing you could do is just delete the ones you have and then bulk upload all the ones that you want, or you can come through and replace them. Whatever
Yeah,
works.
that's much better. I'll do one at a time. I'd feel better.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, I like that too. If you're in a hurry, delete them, upload them. But yeah, one by one and just make sure you know which one, just, try to keep track of what you're doing so you can replace them because the other problem is with replacing the things you just don't want them to get the old version on accident because you selected the wrong one from the list when you're doing things. So
Understand.
So now once you do that, if you go back to your marketing funnel,
Can I
let's
just
see.
ask you one question before we go?
Okay.
So now
Yeah.
the covers that go to this, would they also be in my media library under like a PNG kind of file?
Yeah, whatever the file type was that you uploaded. Yeah. So like mine
Okay,
are like you just look and sort through like the options are here,
gotcha.
right?
Okay, that
So
makes sense.
You know, is it an image? Is it a PowerPoint? You could do if you uploaded docs or videos, audio files, you can slip through. I'm gonna find the video and see because there is a tagging system because this list over years of using the media library can get very, very like I'm talking like so many pages that it's ridiculous down here.
Right, right.
And and it's hard to find things, you know?
Yeah,
Um, so I know there's a system for tagging, you know, doing uploads and tagging things like
okay.
you know, so if you do upload files, and then what you do is you select and you upload all of the files that are for a particular program or for a particular course. And then that way you can tag them with that course and then, you know, filter by those tags. So you get all the content for that one course when
Mhm.
that's the course you're working on, you know? Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Well, I'm fortunate that I have a good handle on the images. I can see.
Yes, those you can
It gives a
see.
nice little, how it gives the little image on the thing. So the thumbnail is pretty good.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, and Ruby's here. Oh, I just saw Light Messenger and I didn't even realize that that was you, Ruby. And she had that's yeah, and that's Ruby, you're the one that had the issue with it not changing. So she's here and yes, somebody else had that issue.
Yes, it's been frustrating. I kept I had to go to each page and change it, thinking that I had to do that.
Do it
Whereas
on
before
each
it just,
page and then it still didn't work.
and I'm
So
like,
So
and I
did you
thought,
have
well,
to?
doesn't it change it automatically to all the pages? So now that the person mentioned it, I'm like, score, I know it's not me.
yes,
So
it's not you.
I'll have to
Yes.
send
So if you update the cover, for instance, of one of the books, for instance, right? It should naturally update it in the system wherever that is.
So if you have a document that has a book cover on that has a cover, like it's a several page document with a cover, no, you
Yeah,
can't just replace the cover. You have to replace the whole set of documents, right? Like it's a file with 5 pages in it. You're replacing all 5 pages. If
ah,
you upload just the cover and replace file with just cover, they will just get the cover.
okay, I have to make sure I figure this out.
Right, because if it's just like if it's the thumbnail image, that's a little bit different. But if it's part of your document, right? If you have a 10-page PDF and it has a cover on it, and that
Right,
cover is part of the pages, the 10 pages of the PDF, you
yeah,
cannot you're replacing the whole PDF, all 10 pages.
gotcha.
Right.
Okay,
Even though you've only updated the cover, you're still updating the whole pack of file pack. You know what I mean?
yeah. Okay, so right now, the freebie that I give away, it's the cover of it is not in my images. Okay, it's like one whole document. So it comes up, but like I said to you before, when I did it 2 days ago into a different email address, it worked. But then when I clicked on the link in that email, it didn't come up. Nothing came up. Okay. The link didn't work.
Right.
But just now, when I use the same email address as I used for Zellner with the domain, this domain, uh,
Hmm.
it came up. It
I'm
I
not
clicked
sure what you
I
mean
clicked
by
on the link
use
and it
the.
worked. So
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure. I'm not sure what you mean. You're using a lot of words that don't make sense to me in
Okay.
relation to how the Zenler system functions. So, like earlier, you said enroll in your funnel, and people don't enroll in funnels; they enroll in courses. And I don't. And I'm not trying to be like weird with like the words
No,
I'm
no,
using.
no. It's okay. We all
The
have different ways of
linguist, right?
presenting.
But
It's
the
fine.
the
Just tell me
linguistics of
what you
it.
don't understand and I'll figure a different way.
Okay, because here's the thing, you're combining different areas of the system into to what you're doing. And so I think we're both confused, but because of the some of the terminology, and it's a problem that I've talked about on support desk that everybody has. We all have this problem because Zenler calls things different things than other systems, and then there's marketing language and all these words, and then that makes it more confusing to try to set up your system when you don't have the right words, or you're mixing terminology from different platforms together. We all do it because everybody's got to come up with their own fancy words for things because then they're original. But uh, that is how it
Okay,
works. So,
well,
so
so then I just have to figure out where, because,
well,
okay,
the funnel, so in a funnel, I mean, for you, for this funnel that you're trying to do, my biggest recommendation to you would be just to create a new funnel and upload that fresh document to it and stop trying to fix something that I can't, I don't know how it was set up.
right.
So I can't really, I mean, there's a million little settings and things that could be the problem, and I wouldn't know it unless I got into your system to figure that out. So for you, rather than trying to fix things that are years and years old, because the Zenler system has made many, many updates over the last few years, and it
Mm-hmm,
functions completely differently now than it did, say, 5 years ago. So when you
right.
set up a funnel 5 years ago, it may have worked a particular way, but because of the updates to the system as it is now, trying to go back and fix something that was created back then before the new features,
Not
all stuff,
good.
it's just going to cause all this extra decision fatigue, confusion, like just it will be a nightmare. So start a new funnel. Just start a new
Okay,
one.
so just, can I clone this? Can I
Yes,
clone the freebie
please.
and start from there?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Now I'm going to clone this one and I want you to watch what I'm doing because this is how you should clone it, okay?
Yep, you take the
So
three
that,
dots.
yep, and you click the clone. It's
Yep,
going to pop up. You're cloning a funnel, right? It's giving you a little warning message that links the document, those things aren't coming with. You got to put them in there. So it's giving you
yep,
that warning. We're going to hit the red clone button and then it's going to come up. Now, before we do other things, we're going to come here to funnel detail at the top, right?
right.
Because the name of our funnel has been cloned to add the word copy to it, and we don't want that. So we're going to come in here and we're going to change the name of it, right? Our funnel, and you're going to name it properly. And,
Mhm.
so that the link is named properly as well.
And you
Before
take
you,
out copy,
right, take out copy, it still can't be the same name as your other funnel.
right?
So you might want to change the name of that funnel first with to add a one to it or something so that before you clone it, once you clone it, you can delete the one and then this becomes the main funnel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Does that make sense? Okay.
yeah, but you
So,
do this first and then later you get rid of the other one,
and then you do my funnel or
right?
whatever, name it, and then update.
Okay,
Right? You want to update. Yes, because you haven't put any links anywhere for this funnel yet. So now the funnel steps are here and they're the proper link, right? Dot my funnel. So then you add in your new stuff, you turn on your automations, all of that.
okay, so will the automations that were in the original funnel come over?
Yes. They will. They will not, they won't be turned on, right? But if those emails were edited with specific copy, then it will still be there. Yes, the emails clone as well.
Okay, and the steps like that give you, first you fill in all the details and then it comes over
This
to
part,
you. Yeah, that's all there.
all of it clones, every bit of it.
Okay, great.
All
And
of
and the
the
automation
design.
is there. It tells it to come every other day or every day, whatever it was,
Right.
I
Well, you
forget.
have to check the settings on everything, right? That's your
Okay, I
job,
will. I
right?
will.
Your job is to check the settings. Once you do that, you come over to the automations. You click on them. They're not going to be turned on, right? So see, it says it's in red. It says pause. You got to go in and edit. Right?
Right?
And make sure, that copy that you had there is there. And then make sure the settings, how many days for delivery is there. And then up here
Okay.
toward on the right, that's where you turn it on and make it live. See that button there?
Ah, okay.
And then
Okay.
there's a green live there, so you know it's live. And then you just go through each of the emails in the sequence and make sure they're set the way you want them. Make sure the
Right.
timing is set properly. Make sure the text and copy is correct. And then you come up here and you turn it on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, do I have to use the domain email? When I say domain, like mine's called griefauthority.com. So I have my first name and that. And then when I do those funnels, do I use, I can't remember about using that exact email address. Like, is
Why
that the
you,
only
it's
one that
your
they will
funnel.
accept?
Okay, so what do you mean? Do you mean for you testing it and signing up for it?
No, the email that's going to go out to people, it'll come from Mary at Grief Authority.
Yes, the sender. Yes,
Yeah.
it will, whatever you've set up, you have to come, let's see, site, um, is it integrations? Yeah. Wait, what are you're asking
No,
me
we're just
about
doing
your send
emails. We're just
email.
doing
Yeah,
emails. It might be
emails.
in the upper
Mhm.
right-hand
This
corner
one,
where
you've
my
gotta,
account.
right, but if you want to send your own, like you've got to verify your email, right? Your email
I think
domain.
that's already done.
Okay, as long as you've done that, then yeah, and it'll tell you on your emails, like from your marketing funnel,
Hmm.
when you come in here, it'll tell you on the automations. When
Okay.
you click on the email, you'll be able to see what the sender address is, right? It'll show
Oh,
it.
got it.
See right
Okay.
here. This is just a demo account, so the from email is just a Gmail. But
Okay.
whatever email, it'll tell you right there, so you'll know if it's set up correctly.
Okay, good. And when you, okay, I went on to, thank you for all of this. I know I'm going
You're
to have
welcome.
more questions, but this is where I am right now. So now the next question is about the emails. It said I have 100,000. Is that every month? What is that?
Yes. Yes, monthly. All of the limits reset monthly. So your live stream credits, your email credits, it's month to month.
Okay. And do, when I want to, because right now I have some in MailChimp, and we've been doing a lot of work with e-blasts to
Okay.
librarians. And
Okay.
then what happens is when they go on there, they decide if they want more information from us. And so,
Mhm.
like this first go round, 62 said, yes, I want more money. I want more info on your book. So I want to upload those 62 so they're in my pipeline. So I just import them.
Um, Howard, do you want to send them for your emails? You mean the
Yeah.
emails?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have group of emails that are in my pipeline to begin with that have been there for years that I write to
Mhm.
with blogs and things like that, and regular emails to connect with people,
Yeah.
to let them know about the books and all that stuff. But then we've been doing marketing lately, and there are librarians who are interested in some of the books. So I want to make sure I can move all my emails over with tags so that if I wanted to only write to the librarians, they would all come up. So how do we do that?
I'm putting a couple of links in the chat for you right now.
Okay.
The first one is the GPT. I think you were in here when I was speaking with Irene about it. There's two things. One is the GPT, right? And that is Chat GTP. David has programmed up a nice little library index GPT. So it has programmed into it all of Zenler's trainings and resources, YouTube, our tutorial, our courses on our course site, right? And so if you need to do something like import an email list, you can just click on that GPT, and I'll share my screen and show you what it looks like.
Okay, hang on, I'm
Um,
trying to find my chat area. There we go, chat, okay.
and this is the GPT, right? So when you ask it,
Okay, I want to just copy the link and put it somewhere so I have it. Hang on one second.
no problem. And Ruby, I see your hand is up. How are you doing? Are you in a hurry? I don't want you to not get your question answered.
Um, it's yeah, not it's gonna be in a hurry in the next 20 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because I gotta
So,
get to work at 11, so at my time, which is now almost 2 minutes to 10 o'clock. So
okay.
yeah, that's it.
So, Mary, can
Okay,
you
so
see
I
my,
got the link and then
can
I
you,
go over there and then I have to just
here, look, can you see my
scroll
screen?
down. I see it now.
So see, it says how to input. I just typed that into the GPT and it
Mhm.
gave me the instructions, but then it also links you to the different videos where it talks about that. So
That's
if you just,
wonderful.
yep, do that, and then this will show you exactly how to do it.
That's
And
perfect.
then bookmark that GPT, save it. I was speaking with uh DJ earlier. You can pin them, okay, so that they don't disappear. If it does disappear and you come over to the Zenler community on the tutorial site, I don't know if you're over there or not,
No,
Mary.
no, I was in my own site.
Right. I just mean if you're part of our community at all, if you've ever been to this site before, ever.
Um, the community? I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I just popped that link in there. You come join here. Look, there's messages. We can message each other here.
That's really
And right here,
cool.
and right here, I have all kinds of information pinned up with links so you can find things, right? So
Okay.
this one document that I have here for you has the links to the all the most important things. It's literally as long as you have that document and you can find it, you can get to any of the links that you need in Zenler, okay?
So this
You
is
will
in the
never get
community
lost.
area.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So just come in here and you can find the answers and that you need and the links to the things you need there. Okay.
Okay.
And you can feel free to stay and continue working. And as you have questions, you can ask them and stay. Some people stay and hang out with me for a couple of hours while they work on their sites and then pop back and forth asking questions. So you're welcome to stay and listen and whatnot and learn, Mary.
You've been extremely helpful, Ally. I'm very glad that I came on.
I'm so glad you did as well. So
Thank you.
great.
I wanted to try to, oh, just one last thing about the blogs, because what I did was, yes, the other day, I asked the bot, the chat bot on the front page, I said, how do I move? Because I have a completely different site, um, which is, it's like my hub. Okay, I have everything there from years. So like I have blogs back to Blogspot. That's how old my stuff is. And I wanted to try to move all my blogs over to here. And they said, no, you have to do one at a time. Are there any AI prompts that could help me move them all
Um,
over?
I I have no idea. I don't think so. And I wouldn't trust that. The blog is the Zenler blog is an interesting beast. So I would just do them one at a time, like they said, because yeah, it just is what it is. And think about it, be intentional, look through and maybe just pick the top 10 that you want to pull over and get those in there. And then after you get other things going, you can slowly add to it what you think the people that are there need,
So if I do use that to start blogging there on a regular basis with videos in it, with ads or links to whatever, it'll still be sustainable. I mean, it's not going to collapse on me.
It's it'll hold your content. I mean,
Okay.
it's good to always compress certain file sizes and things like that for load time and speed and all of that. So you'll just have to test out. I don't know how long and how big your videos are or what kind of files you're embedding on there, but mine works just fine. And lots of people use the Zenler blog. So, and if you have any more questions about it, you can ask them. I just want to make sure I get to Ruby because she has to go to work and I don't want her to
Oh,
get
I'm
timed
sorry.
out. So I
Sorry,
want to make
Ruby.
sure, yeah, yeah, no, it's fine. We all get like in our little things, but if you stay, we'll definitely talk more about it. I'm happy to discuss with you how we can figure it out for sure.
Okay. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Okay, I'll turn you
Hello.
off.
I'm
You go
actually
ahead.
sitting. Thank you. I'm actually here, been sitting outside. I came back in to get my second cup of coffee. Um, my morning ritual. Okay. So I just want to start with a simple question. On the Zenler platform behind the scenes, obviously where we work in, there's a thing called affiliated. I can't think of the thing right
Affiliates,
now. Affiliates. Sorry, I have it written on my
affiliates.
table outside. Yeah. What what that cookie expiration or expiry days?
Yeah,
What the hell is that?
that's that's a good question, Ruby. So that's for affiliates. So that's a special link that you give someone who will promote a course for you, right? So let's say you have a course that you're selling for $100, okay?
Yeah.
You tell people, hey, if you sell my course for me, I'll give you 30%. You'll get a 30% commission on any of them. And you give them that link. You give people this link when they buy, it attaches a cookie, is what they call it, a cookie. It cookies to them.
Oh,
So if that person, so say you sent me your affiliate link to something and you're like, oh, here's this link, blah, blah, blah. So I click that
right.
link and I look at it and I go, oh, okay. But then I get distracted and I don't buy that thing right then and there. I go, because I'm on my phone. Oh, I get called out. I'm late picking up the kids. I'm late for work. Ruby, I gotta go, right? I'm running out the door. So I don't click the link in that moment. So then what happens is, the couple days later, I go, oh gosh, I actually do want to buy that thing. So I go back to that website, I pull up the website
Yeah.
and I click and I buy it. It still knows that it was your link that I clicked the first time, and it will automatically cookie to you, to me, for those 30 days. It's a
Okay.
30-day window where I'm still cookied to you if I buy. But after that
Okay.
30 days, it expires. So if I click someone else's link, now I'm cookie to them and they get the money.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, because I wasn't sure, so I just put 1,000.
I don't know that
I
1,000 days,
don't,
30, 60, 90 are kind of the standard,
I
but
don't really use that feature, but I was like, I'm so scared it's going to affect something else. So I made
no,
it
it
1,000.
doesn't.
Okay.
I'm so glad you
Okay.
asked though. That's
Yeah. It's just,
hilarious.
yeah, that's just the simple one. Okay. So, my major one, well, two of my major ones. One was basically answered like what you said with the headers. So that's good. All right. Now, my other thing is I went through a whole big process to be able to have access to generate an API key. I've had this platform for over a year, and I know every time I tried, it kept saying to me it's going to take 24 to 48 hours for review or something. I didn't know what that was all about. And so anyway, I eventually got it after emailing support and everything. My only thing now is the reason why I wanted to use it was to connect Zenler to the Zapier um, app platform. Okay. Now, every time I'm trying to set it up, it will keep saying authentication failed. I sent an email to support and um, I got go back to the instructions and blah, blah, blah. Because I know most people do that, but I'm one of those that will filter and search and even use um, Claude or ChatGPT to find out a way of how to do it before I even reach out to them. So I've done that. I haven't had a response yet, but that's okay because that was like yesterday, last night, and their time difference. I
Okay.
don't know where they're based.
Yeah, and
So
always, make sure you give them the context too, because I know,
yeah,
tech support, front end and back end people tend to butt
yeah.
heads. Different language,
No, I
different
did.
different
Yeah,
things, definitely. Yeah. So
I
definitely
even
give
had
them enough time.
Claude. I even had Claude. I explained to Claude everything I did, and I even had Claude draw up a
Claude,
email to
Claude,
them.
you write this email to Zenler. You tell them.
Yeah, and they still said to me, go and look at the instructions. So, which is very confusing because when you
And
do
just,
look, uh, yeah,
yeah, I
when
would
you
just
do
respond to
search,
them. I did. I've read the instructions 10 times.
yes. So here's the thing. What I am trying to do is, and I've done my research on this. So I know that Zenler has the means of people to pay installments, like a payment plan. Um, I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, for obvious
I
reasons.
do. I do. Yeah.
So this is why I want to do that. And what I found out is that you can incorporate the Stripe with a platform who has, depending on the product that you're saying that you're selling, they actually have a means that you could choose Afterpay or Affirm on
Yeah. Yeah.
their
Yeah.
payment link.
hmm
So this is the reason why I'm trying to incorporate this with that. So I thought I'd ask you if you knew if Zenler, firstly, are they still connected with Zapier? Um,
There is a native option to connect through Zapier here. If I share my screen, I can show you in the system, it's there. Now, again, I haven't been full-fledged, like I don't have, probably next month I'll have my full funnel up and running again, so I'll be able to give you more info. Um, oh gosh, what were we talking about?
Zapier,
Oh,
trying
okay, that's
to,
it. All right.
yeah.
I was like, I knew I came in here to show you something. What was it? So under the main site area on the navigation at the top, site, and then on the
Yeah.
left-hand side, integrations.
hmm
And Zapier's right here. It's natively in there, which
Yeah.
means that's a good connection. So that API is already in there
Okay.
for that, you know?
So the
So,
API is there?
well, this is okay. This
I mean,
for
when I
other
go into
things.
Zapier. hmm
Right, but this is how you get to the Zapier, right? You
Yes.
connect it through here. And I would
Yeah, I've
try
done that.
that. You've done that? Did it
hmm
say, and it said
Oh.
failed?
When I went in there, it didn't say fail. It had me go in and set up like I was an outsider. And then I had to put in the apps that I used, and I put Stripe, and then I put Zenler. And then every time I was trying to put the API, it wouldn't. And that's why it was weird for me initially because the other ones, once you click in and everything, it verifies that you are with that it is a Zenler thing,
Yeah,
that it
so
is
you
affiliate.
might
Yeah.
have,
And
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you make sure your Zenler account that you're using, make sure whatever your admin email that you signed up with, right? Because sometimes, like even just using a different email will mess it up. So whatever
yeah,
site email you created your main admin account on Zenler, that's the email. And
that
then
you register.
Yeah, so when you come through Zapier, just make sure you're logged into your main admin account, right? Well, you'd have to be because you don't even get access to integrations unless you are. Like even
Correct.
another admin wouldn't be able to see any of this. So as long as you can see this, then you're logged into the right email. Just make sure you know what that email is. I don't know if they're asking that on Zapier's end for that email or not. And I don't know, to go through it again, maybe pull up Zoom, right? Do a screen record while you do the process. And then if it doesn't work, you send that screen share recording to the tech support team.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like, hey, I went through, this is what it is, right? Here's the setup instructions. Go
Yep.
through and then go through that. If it doesn't work and there's a problem, send them the video.
I have a
Record your,
feeling it could be the way it was the initial setup in Zapier, maybe the email or something, because I use
yeah.
certain emails for certain things and I try to keep them in that balance. But for this, it will have to mirror what Zenler
Yes, it
has.
has to be with
Hmm.
Zenler because that's the API. All of these things that are in this integration area, the
Yes.
integration requires that account data to match up exactly.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
cannot use on these ones, it has to be, it has to be connected through that main account. So
That
try
makes a
that, but
lot of
record.
sense.
Yeah, but record yourself going through the process of setting up your thing. Do the launch Zoom, do a screen share, make sure you're recording, and go through the process. And that way, if it doesn't work, you have a video of what you did to send to the tech team so they could break it down and
Okay.
understand because that's the context they'll need because there's probably plenty of things that you would notice, right? But those
Hmm.
aren't the things the tech team are looking for, right? So they look
Mm,
for
yeah.
different things, and that way it makes it easier if you send them a video, then they don't have to guess. They can see exactly what you did and you don't have to try to figure out how to explain it either because heck, I don't know how
Right.
to explain to them what the heck is happening half the time. Like, I don't know. I thought if I pushed the thing, this happened. And when I did, that didn't happen. Like, that's about as
So,
technical as I'm going to get. So, yes,
okay.
yes, yes. So, yeah.
All all right, that makes sense. I'm gonna definitely try that. Definitely.
Okay. Okay,
I
good.
do have one more question. And if it's very in depth, um, even if you have to send me a link, I'm okay with that,
Okay.
for me to go and figure it out. So, it looks like we do have the option to create our own certificates according to the what do they call it? The specs that Zenler has. Um, so you could choose automatically like a certification when somebody completes their course. It gets
Yep.
sent to them. So there are standard ones, and then when you want to create your own, it gives you specs on what it needs to be. Um, so I thought I did that, and I created it on Canva. And when I transferred it, it actually anyway, it really did some weird stuff with the imaging. Like if I had a block because it was an image I pasted on for the background or something, it would actually be black. And then the other thing that wasn't very clear, and excuse me if I sound really, really silly, but um where it would say students' names and it would have a like that squiggly bracket. Um, I thought that I had to mimic that too, um, so that the system could read it and replace it. Because I've worked with other systems that do something similar, but apparently I was completely way off the chart. So, is that? I mean, like, firstly, am I using like Canva? Would that be the right one to use? Um,
Canva. Yeah, you can use
yeah.
let's see.
It,
I want to see. Let's just see what the GPT says.
mm.
if it gives us a training or something, a video we can send you to. Yeah, so there's a video there
Okay.
on creating certificates. I don't know if you've watched this one. That's not a very long one. Oh yeah, I did. We saw this one already. I sent you this one, I think. This is 5 years ago. That's somebody's voice I don't even know from Zenler. That's so old. So this video here, I'll give you the link. I don't know if you watched it or not, Ruby,
I,
because
I
I
don't remember getting it. I'm sorry.
okay, that's okay. It's just a couple minutes. Try that one out for the certificates because
Okay.
certificates is something I haven't tried yet, but I know people do use them. And another thing, it could maybe even come in to the actual Facebook group because there's so many in here. Um, you can see this little. Are you on Facebook? I don't know, Ruby.
I am, but I don't know if I'm part of the Zenler. I want to say yes, but because I never use it or go there, yeah, it's
Yeah.
but yeah, I can definitely look in that.
I can try, yeah, and I can um look around too and see because that's something we don't have if we don't have any current videos on that, that one's 5 years old.
Mm,
I would think coming up with a new process for that would be great.
okay.
So or a new training video if that's something maybe.
Yes. Get what you're saying.
But and the other thing is you can also ask in the Facebook group too. You can search about the custom certificates if anybody said anything about it recently, but you can also ask a question like, how are people doing their custom certificates? What have they found that works where it doesn't get rejected or do weird things to it once it's uploaded? Like you can ask that in the Facebook group because there's a lot of people there. I mean, you could
Yeah.
try asking that. Actually, you know what? You probably get better attention in here if you do it in the regular community, because I know Neethu answers questions in here. But also, I wouldn't mind getting people more active in the community here versus Facebook. Just so that like every week on Tuesday and Thursday when we're doing our live streams, like we can live stream in Zoom, but we can also be sharing things and all of that within the community itself, which is, it's isolated from social media, right? Like you come in here, you've got all these notifications and all these other things. Like it's very distracting to be on social media when you're trying to work and build your business. Notification,
Yes.
notifications popping up, all that stuff. So having a community that's like private, that's disconnected from social media, where, you can do your learning and find your trainings. Because even I find it annoying sometimes. I'm a big fan of YouTube. I'm so obsessed with that. I learned how to fix my furnace 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. 15 years ago, I learned how to fix my furnace from a YouTube video. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me
I,
too.
you know, I really like YouTube for that kind of stuff, but it's also a distraction. Again, there's notifications. I follow people. So it's hard to use that as a focus platform, when you're even looking at trainings there. So I kind of like the idea, just like you as a business owner, as a coach, as a course creator, you want the people that you are working with to come into your Zenler site, into your courses, into your community, because then they can focus on doing the work of whatever it is that you're helping them with versus being on
Right.
social media where they're clicking button, they're everywhere. There's
Yeah.
notifications, there's no focus anymore, ever. So
No.
but you can do it on your own site, you can keep
Yeah.
people, just a little safe space where they're not getting distracted.
How do I
As
get to the Zenler community? Because every time I press on community, it goes to the one that I created.
Yes, because that's on your Zenler site. Our community link is on our Zenler site. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh,
if you came to my Zenler site, right, and you
yeah.
clicked on, like if you came to my site
So, mhm. I
and
guess
click
what I'm
on,
saying is then what is the Zenler site itself? Is it the one that I've logged into?
yeah.
Okay.
No, I
So I'll
mean,
just,
okay. Well, it depends on what you mean by Zenler site. Here's that language again. Zenler
Yeah.
has their own Zenler site. Do you know what I mean? Like you have your own Zenler site that you log into and you have courses that you can access and
Ah,
build and whatever. When I log in as admin on Zenler's site, I get the same stuff. I'm a Zenler site, Zenler
okay.
admin. Like we have our own site just like you have your own site.
So I
And
guess
this,
the Zenler sites then.
yes, it's Zenler's Zenler site.
Oh, is that what it's called? Or
No, but
no?
that's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of to tell you what it is. It's our website. It's our
Yeah,
website.
yeah, yeah.
It's not our Facebook group. It's not or anything. It's Zenler's actual website. And you can access
Gotcha.
the community. You can access courses and trainings, and that's where
Yeah,
I like to hang out.
yeah. Okay. I'll figure that one out. But thank you so much.
You are so welcome. So glad you got to pop in today.
Yes, thank you, thank you. You guys have a great day. I'm going to be leaving you.
Oh, yes. Go to work, Ruby. Have a fabulous day.
You guys too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Hello, Judy.
Allie. Get my microphone, that would probably help, right?
Yeah. Oh, and hello, Jasmine. Are you, I see you threw your hand up. I,
Yeah, can you hear me?
yes, yes, yes. Jasmine came into Accelerator on Tuesday, so that was fun.
And I'm slowly accelerating.
Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to start my live webinar page. Get
Oh,
that
okay.
going, and I'm sort of stuck on a kind of embarrassing thing, and that's language.
Oh, okay.
Can I just share my screen to show you?
Sure.
It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably something really simple, but I haven't been able to solve it myself just yet.
Okay.
Like everything is basically in English, and I don't want it to. I want it to be in Swedish, but this, I haven't done anything with this. And there it says days in English, hours in English, minuter in Swedish, and seconds in English. How do I
That
explain?
is so bizarre. That is so bizarre. That is a bug. That's a bug. That can't be that it's in that's a bug. Is there word? I mean, I don't know this language. So is there a proper word for days and hours that would fit there?
Um, my dream would be for everything to be in Swedish because lots and lots
But
of
is
people
there
in Sweden are really like hating the switching. We call it swinglish when people mix it, and that's
Swinglish?
like
Oh.
not so great in Sweden. Um,
I love this word. I'm writing it down. Swinglish. I love that. So that's what they're calling this. So, but maybe it's that way on purpose. Maybe Zenler does that. Or maybe, is there a word for days in Swedish? What would be the Swedish word for days?
it would be dagar.
Okay. So yes, support at Zenler.com. Like I don't know why you have your language settings to Swedish, so that should be in Swedish.
It
I
should
don't.
be, yes.
Yes. But so it's a glitch or it's the way they've set their system up for whatever reason. So
Okay.
you have to
But
email
I
them.
can't just fix this by myself simply by
No,
like clicking something or then
no,
changing the land. No, okay.
no, 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 no. You'd have to email them to find out because I don't know, to be honest with you, if that's done intentionally, because there are some intentional things that make me go, okay. That's a choice if you want to make it.
Okay.
So this could be intentional or it could be a bug, and I don't know. So the only way to know is if you send them this and take a screenshot of it, and
Mm.
send it to them and say, "Hey, my language for my whole site is set in Swedish, and the minutes, the hours, or no, the days, the hours, and the seconds are in English, but the minutes are in Swedish, and the register now button also is in
Mhm.
English. So, and it says September. I don't know, is September, is that an English, is that proper Swedish for the
Yeah,
month?
it's the same in Swedish.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, so just a cut, so it's mixing matching in a weird way. So I would ask them about that. And they may tell you that's how our system is, and that's weird. And outside of that, then if it's a bug, they'll fix it for you so you don't have Swinglish. No Swinglish. Swinglish. That's the
Yeah, that would be much appreciated. I will send them an email because
yes.
I've been trying to do this for like a ridiculous amount of time today, and I'm like, I'm sure it's just me. I'm probably just stupid. It's probably something really simple. So
No, you're not stupid, but it's so frustrating with the technology. You never know why they made that decision. And my guess is they made that decision, but it doesn't make sense to me. They've done a lot of the things like that, but that's the front end and the back end of technology are always butting head. Like
Mhm.
this doesn't make sense to me. This doesn't make sense to me. It's like, okay.
Thank you. Now I know. Thank you.
Now you know. So go, yeah, figure it out and see. And how's everything else coming along? Good?
Um,
You,
it's yeah, pretty good. Sometimes I'm a bit frustrated about when I'm uploading images, sort of like the format I have in a certain camera doesn't really work with Zenler, so it looks really weird, and I have to remake everything in a different program. But otherwise, yeah, it's
it's
slowly coming along. Slowly.
slowly but surely. So what's happening with the file with the images? Is it this file size, do you think, that is the problem?
Probably. It's like I have in my mind, a perfect picture, but once I upload it, um, it's uh, it's just huge.
Yeah, it's a
So
maybe a
the
compression, maybe a
yeah, mm,
compression.
mhm.
Handbrake Handbrake is a free tool David recommends to download to compress files, videos, images, whatever, so that they load better, look better, or whatever. I don't know. But maybe I'm not sure if that impacts the quality of the photo. Judy I deals with the images. She's a photographer. She knows.
I
And I know
I
you
I use Handbrake for video.
for
Okay,
video.
Yeah. Now
handbrake.
But
Thank you.
for photos, no, but
no, what do we you how do you do the photos in Zenler that they
uh,
work out? Have you
well, I
been
mean, I
able
do.
to, I
I mean, I
guess?
do everything in Photoshop, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. I mean that video where David showed me how to fix my home page photo. I want to say that was in February or March. Was really helpful because I think a lot of people throw up a photo on the homepage that goes across the top and it's always blurry. And he showed how to make it not be blurry by putting it in a special box so that it was scalable as people are on different devices. I
Ah,
don't remember. I think it was in February,
Okay, thank you.
February or March. It was
Mm.
not any later than that. Hmm.
was it a lot? Oh, he did. Was that, do you think that was that part of the 31
It
days
was
of March?
Oh, no, it was when something happened and he stepped in for you.
Oh, okay. So that was
It
just a
was
couple. Oh,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no.
There
This
was
was
only
back.
two.
Yeah,
Oh,
this was
yeah.
back
The
in like
internet.
February.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
So
I was at the library and I can't remember, something happened.
was that
Yeah.
February or March? Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah. So one of those, but I'll be able to find the video.
Because
And when
that
I do,
I thought that
yeah.
was really helpful because I've been to other people's
Okay.
Zenler sites and their homepage, their photo across the top is blurry, which drives me
Yeah.
nuts as a photographer.
I know. I'm gonna look at it right. I'm gonna pull it up and I'll send you the link. I'm gonna pull up the playlist that it's on because I can easily pick out David in my list of videos here. So
I will say that across all social media, people who are still making their images 72 DPI, there is a difference. They can be 300. Like I've done tests. And so like everybody messages me and says, why are your images so sharp and crisp and beautiful on Facebook? And I'm like, because they're 300 DPI. And they're like, I thought they had to be 72. And I'm like, no, that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, right.
There is a difference. Like, and then I had a web designer that swore they should still be 72. And I uploaded the same image twice to my own website in 2 boxes. And I said, can you see the difference? And she goes, oh, the other one's blurry. I said, yeah, that's the 72. And I know that 72 is the screen
It was
resolution, but it makes it, I don't know why it makes a difference, even though it's not, I don't know. But anyway, so 300 DPI. Yeah.
so okay. So here's the video, Jasmine. I'll send it to you. I mean, I'll
Do
put
you
it
like to
in.
drop it in the chat or something?
Yes, yes, yes. That's what I mean.
Beautiful. Thank you
So
so much.
there's the link. You're so welcome. Hopefully that's it because um and then just in case for a refresher on YouTube while you're there on the Zenler YouTube channel, David had on playlists, he did a 31 tips in 31 days for March. And it was very good. The 31 tips were small things. They're all about a lot of the new updates. They're quick, easy things that you can do that will probably give you a good, it's a great playlist to watch just to get a little refresher on what the updates that Zenler has had. David did a really great job on that 31 days. Where is it? See, I look for that cover. I'm like, I look for that video of David. I like that image.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. So this playlist is a great little refresher list. And most of the oh, this one's a long one because he did the kickoff, or was that our kickoff show or something? But you can see the rest of them. That was we did a big show on that one. But the rest of the videos are just, most of them are 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You can see they're a variety, they're not too long. It's not a full course. So Judy, did you figure out your subscription thing?
No. So, this came up because somebody mentioned this last time I was on, which was a while ago, I know. So like I set it up as a subscription through Zenler for people that wanted to pay monthly, and they pay through Stripe, or I use Stripe. And what I remember the other creator saying on the Zoom we were on together with you was that when she canceled it, meaning they were done paying, they lost access to all the content. And I kind of remember, or maybe this was no, you know what? This was in the Facebook group, and somebody said, maybe it was you, said to make a coupon code that they would have to enter to keep getting the content. And I thought, oh, there has to be an easier way. And
I wouldn't have told you to do that.
no, I know it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you.
I was like, I wouldn't have said that.
It wasn't you.
I'm
but
the
I
one
mean,
that says, do less, Judy, do less.
I know. So like, I don't really have to worry about this until February, but I like to be proactive because
Yes, yes,
I'm also
yes.
setting something else up that I want to make sure I set it up correctly if I need to do something differently. And so,
So you set it up, so you did it through Stripe. I want to make sure I understand
no, I did it
so
through
you did it through
Zenler. It's
but
on it's on my Zenler site. Let me go to the page because I queued it up.
Okay.
So it was a payment option that's a certain price per month. And then so they click it, and then it automatically charges them per month through Stripe. Now, if I log into Stripe, it shows that it's a monthly, it falls under what Stripe calls subscriptions.
Oh, so it's not it's okay.
So Stripe automatically puts it in as a subscription
Rather than a payment plan.
From the Zenler, yes. So luckily, this was the first, remember, if you remember, this was like the first time I was trying this, and this is all like people I know really well. So if I screw it up, they're really nice about it. If I have to, worst case scenario, manually add them all back in. I just want to make sure I know and I could try to talk to Stripe I just wasn't sure from the Zenler side, when you create a monthly
How
payment.
about, why don't we just do a test, Judy? Why don't you just create just a course with nothing in it, put a price of $1 on it a month or whatever to expire after 1 month or whatever, the only one payment. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So that both
Well,
payments can get made and you can see if it loses access and what you
it
have to
did,
do to.
it does, because I did have somebody early on leave the program, and when I went into Stripe to cancel the monthly payment, it said they would lose access to whatever they purchased.
Okay.
So I think it's a
But
Stripe
that's,
thing.
mm,
I don't think there's anything on. Now, the other thing is, the way around this would have been not a subscription, but a payment plan. But the problem is, there's no customization for the payment plans where you can say, this payment plan starts November 1st and ends March 1st. Or you can't say, you have to pick a weekly range, a monthly range, a quarterly range. A custom range can be where you pick a monthly range, but you can't pick dates on the Zenler site. So I've been doing
mm.
all these workaround pricing things where I have like a price page for one person because they want to pay a certain way. And it's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
work.
just, yeah, that's too much. That's not scalable or
I
that's not
know, but
sustainable or scalable.
I,
The
it,
same thing with Mary earlier. If you were in here,
I
or
wasn't,
somebody
yeah.
doing one by one things, or Louise, she's like, yeah, I can't. I'm like, yeah, that's not sustainable.
I mean,
So
this new payment link thing they have with Stripe will I think help people that are trying to figure some of this out, because that can appear on the payment page where people get to the checkout page and it says, hey, do you want to do this through Affirm or Klarna or whatever? People are now going to have these choices. So
yeah,
I just want to make sure, when I set up a new one, that I know now how to set it up, and B, the one that will be ending March 1st, I want to make sure that in February I know what to do. So I thought I'd address it early on so I know what to do. So yeah. So I'm just not sure. Maybe I should talk to Stripe.
yeah, I'd be interested to find out what it is because I don't know. Maybe they can help you change. Maybe they can recode it in the back end somehow that it's not a subscription, that it's a payment plan. Maybe
Right.
there's something they can do with it. So that might actually work out even better for you.
Well, yeah, it's just that to set up another one of these, I'm not sure how to approach it. Um, um, because I had somebody, I'm looking at this now, I had somebody that did this. So there's 3 payment options. So I got to make sure that the one uh isn't going to be a problem in October. Yeah, yeah. So too many different payment plans going on here. So I'll have
Yeah,
to find out. I guess I'll have to try to talk to Stripe. Sometimes it's hard there's a couple of hoops you have to jump through to actually get somebody on the phone.
I know. But
And
at
then
least you
sometimes,
can with Stripe.
well, the problem is, depending on who it is, sometimes you can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
I had one person who talked so fast that I was like, I have no idea what you just said.
Yep.
So, so anyway, yeah, that was my only question I had at the moment. I have not played with the AI assistant thing. I thought I saw it somewhere in here, but I got nervous and I didn't play with it yet. Yeah, it's up at the top. It's up in the top bar. It says AI agents, but I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Yeah. I agents are like your agents are basically going to be the new pretty soon all you're going to be doing is working with agents. I think it's going to be a big Like you'll still have access to the chat window, of course, but it'll just be little pre-programmed like zaps. Think of them like little zaps, the little agents. Like you click it and it does its work. It knows what to do and it keeps doing it. And honestly, Judy, I feel like somewhere in the agent world is the solution to your problem of scalability, sustainability with how quickly this technology and these programs change for you as you're trying to teach them
Oh my
and these
God, you have no
assistants
idea.
and how long it takes you to put all this stuff together.
Yeah.
I can envision you being able to create an agent that does different agents. You'll need multiple. You're not going to have one agent that does all the things because like what it is like an agent is like a super, super skilled thing for one little thing, right? Like you have all-in-one course platforms, right? But then you have just email platforms or just course platforms or just live stream platforms like Zoom. And then you have this thing that like Zenler or some of the other companies, they'll put a whole bunch together and say, here, you can have one subscription, all the tools in one spot, right? And so people kind of got in the habit of like all in one, all in one, all in one. It does everything, except it does do everything, but it doesn't do everything great. It just kind of does everything, 60% maybe, because there's so much. But with an
Right.
agent, it's just does this one task, just this one, but it does it really, really good. And then it needs this another thing and you can hand that agent can hand it off to another agent
Like,
that's trained to do that next thing really, really good. And it
yeah.
will work while you sleep.
The thing that I find that takes so much time when I set up a course is I can, generate the sales page pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But then all the connections, like connecting the checkout page to the link and making sure that the email that goes out has the right information.
Wait. Pause. Connecting the checkout to what link? What are you doing?
So like on the sales page, it says, where it says, register now. I have to manually connect that to the checkout page.
No, you don't. Why are you doing that? It's already connected.
Because I'm always cloning a class that's already set up because some of the information is repetitive. So like if I'm cloning a class and now this is the new course, this is the new course. And so if I don't change all those links, they go to the last course. Like it's a pain. It takes me hours to do each class. I'd have to do it. I don't want to show it live here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you and I know one of these days I'm gonna get into your system and look at what the heck you have going on in there, Judy, because I swear on all that is holy in this world that cannot out spending that many hours a week just setting up your classes. I mean, I just am devastated for you at the amount of time you have to spend doing that. So
Well, I thought cloning a course was like the way to save time because
it is, but not if you have to go edit and delete all of the things. Like, no. Uh-uh. It's great to clone. So, like, I set up a course as a template, right? And then what I do on that template is I'm not putting course content in, right? I've got the sales page designed, the checkout, thank you, all of those things. Everything's there, right? And then I will create maybe a welcome module in the course, right? There's a welcome module, there's whatever. I will create whatever workflow is, I will create whatever workflow in that course and put whatever content is universal for every course I create. That's what goes in that template course, nothing else. So every time I clone from that. And so all of my base is there, and now I'm just adding to it. You're cloning it with your base, but with a ton of content that you have to go edit, delete, and remove. You'd almost save time building it from scratch at that point.
No, I mean, there is stuff that it does save me time. It really does. And like I said, I came into this after it was already running for a while, and
Yeah.
then I was really, really flying by the seat of my pants trying to figure all this out until you guys started doing these live sessions, which have been monumental to my income. Like, you have no idea. Like,
Fabulous.
yeah, I mean, I'm not real good with when it's really complicated. I'm not real good with, like, sometimes you just need like a real person in front of you, you know, like,
So you could be like, am I crazy right now? Or
well,
yeah.
yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, yes. Oh, and then I keep getting this pop-up message about the old quiz features being discontinued, and I got to do something with my quizzes, and there's some content in there that I need, and it says you have to contact this support email. Well, I just want somebody to tell me what to do. So I don't know how to save my quizzes because there's stuff in there I need. But anyway, I got like a week.
You got
I got 10 days. I got 10 days. I don't know. It keeps telling me.
the whole site self-destructs.
That's not funny at all.
No, it was like, don't you dare put that juju on me.
Yeah, seriously. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So, okay. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm doing it the hard way. I don't know.
No, I mean, you're doing it the best way that you can. I mean,
yes, I am
and all
actually.
you can, you really are. You just are right now. And then all we can do maybe later is just try to pay, do a little
So,
a workflow audit for you.
okay. Yeah, I would love to work with you on that. So a couple questions. So, like, somebody recently was telling me that all my emails go into a folder on their email account called promotions, and that if they don't look in there, they don't see any of my emails. And I'm like, great.
Yeah, it will. That's because that is what your emails are. They're promotional emails.
So,
So
yeah. So
considered
I'm like,
marketing.
I'm still trying to figure out the magic sauce to getting people to see my emails.
Well, if they have, it just depends on so there's a couple of things, right? Like one of them is that your sender score, but still, like you're a marketing website. It's marketing emails. They check the box to receive them. So they are
Right.
marketing. They're going to go to promotion in Gmail, right?
Okay.
Sometimes, right? Not all of them that are promotional go there, right? Some newsletters, some um subscription things that you subscribe to come to your inbox, and there's a ways that you can improve that, right? Number one is to train some of your people, like, hey, if you have Gmail, make sure you go in and whitelist me or whatever, not promotional, inbox, because you're important. Now, I'm not going to personally, for some people, I have done that for, because it's like, yes, I want to see your emails. There's like 3 people whose emails I look at, and that's it. Out of the 200,000 that are in my inbox unopened right now. There's only 3 I care about. And then the other thing is they could have a different email provider that doesn't necessarily label it that way. So I don't know.
Right.
Probably a lot of people use Gmail, which means it'll go to promotion.
I mean, 2 years ago, I was having a lot of trouble with people who were on Comcast. And
Oh.
if they tried to reset their password, they did not get the email. And I kept saying to them, there's nothing I can do about it. It's Comcast. I mean, and I kept seeing it happen with Comcast. And then I saw some problems with Yahoo. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if you're having this particular problem, try to do it on a different computer. I cannot help you with this. I mean, I can't. I can't help you with your provider.
Right.
So that was something that was going on. I'm still holding out hope that the spell check feature, like where you could actually change a word when it says this is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I wish that would start working someday soon. And I wish we could have videos in the email, because videos are really, what I need to be able to email people instead of a link to a video. I want to put an email together with a video in it.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't
Please,
do.
David, please.
Just keep every support desk session will
Bring it
open
up.
with David, please.
Creative people cannot spell. Oh, but the spell
The
check works.
emails.
The spell check works in the email part, so that has to be third party. But on a sales page or on a course access page, it'll show, like, at least it shows you, like 3 years ago it didn't do this. Like, at least it underlines the word now and says that it's spelled wrong, and then it shows you what it's supposed to be, but if you click on it, nothing happens. So I mean, baby steps, right? At least you know the word is
I
spelled
don't
wrong.
know. Maybe have you tried just hovering over it and
Oh
like
yeah.
hitting enter,
Oh yeah.
like enter, control alt delete? No.
It doesn't, no, I mean, I'm on a Mac, maybe it's a Mac thing, I don't know. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah, that's right.
yeah, so maybe, but I mean, there was a time when it didn't even highlight it in red. And so
Yeah.
I would go back and I'd look at it and I'm like, oh wait, that's spelled wrong. So, I had, oh, and it's embarrassing. I mean, I went to Catholic school for 12 years. We didn't learn how to spell. So
We learned how to pray
we learned how to pray and kneel a lot.
and kneel.
Yeah, but video in the email would be so nice. I really just want to drop an email. I just want to drop a little video in there, like a little teaser video. People are visual, especially my students, they're all very visual and they're all AAD or ADD, whatever that is. I know, I mean, I'm that. I know
ADHD,
I,
ADD,
I'm all of that. I'm all
AUADAD.
of that.
I'm
Yeah,
all, I
I was
know,
I
me too.
was down 6 rabbit holes yesterday at the same time. It's like trying to do 6 things at once and it wasn't working.
Yeah. You're like, okay, maybe I should focus on one or just to get it down to three instead of six.
Yeah, well, there's just too much to do. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's I just keep hoping for the email video feature because that would be so nice. My husband sends out videos all the time in email and I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. And of course he pays for contact, whatever it's called.
Constant contact.
Yeah, yeah. I really don't want to have to learn something new and go off site. I like having everything on the site. So.
And one, yeah, I did. I like that too. Less clicking around, less. I mean, I already have 47 tabs open at all times. So if I had another thing,
Yes. Yeah. My Chrome right now is all the way across a 27-inch screen. Yeah. And I can't think of anything up there right now that I want to close.
I know. I know.
It's like so many tabs, but that's like the 6 rabbit holes I was going down.
I know. I had AppSumo many, many years ago. What happens on AppSumo stays on AppSumo. They did this. I don't know if you know AppSumo. It's they used to do lifetime deals on software. I don't even know that they're relevant. I mean, people are still in there, but 90% of what I see in there now, it just looks like it's kind of like a digital flea market now is what it feels like. It's just kind of whatever. But it used to be super cool, right? Before AI, we needed lots of tools to help us do all kinds of things. Now we can build our own tools. We don't need the other people's, or at least, most people can. But I got a lifetime deal on some software that was a tab manager, right? But it was like a really cool tab manager. It's like close all, save, bam, open all, bam, do this tab, that tab. Then there was a page with a list that almost looked like Trello, like Trello boards. And they were like little pinned, each one was my pinned tabs, list of tabs. So here's like 10 tabs. And that's the list of what's in one that you saved. Here's this list of 10 tabs. So
you know what I do? I just open another browser window and I start making a whole new group of
yes, and that's what I had been doing.
Oh my
And
God.
then when you hover over Chrome, the decision tree goes like this. And
Too
so
much,
it's like,
too much.
I know. So that's why I got the little tab thing, but then I don't know. I never used it, and then I don't know. Some of these things
Well,
expire or go away. I
And
don't
Chrome
know.
keeps asking me if I want to move my tabs to the side. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that because that sounds
Oh, it's a weird thing. It just did that to me yesterday or the day before. And it did. It took the website stayed this way, right? But all the tabs went over here and it created like a second panel with the tabs, but the window was here. It was weird. I was like, oh,
well, You're not a Mac user, right?
No, no, no.
So I don't know how long ago this happened, maybe 3-4 months ago. Every time you move your window on a Mac now, it bounces out to full screen, even if you don't want it to. And
Yes.
it's driving me nuts. I'm like, I don't want this feature. And I haven't had time to figure out if I can turn it off. I mean, I'm weird in that my bar with, like the Apple,
Your
whatever you
tray.
call it, it's on the right side. So whenever somebody sits at my computer, they're like, why is it over there? And I'm like, there's a
That's
reason.
where I want it.
It has to do with Photoshop. If it's on the bottom, it causes problems in Photoshop. So I like it over there. I have it set that way on every computer I have, and everybody's like, I would never be able to get used
Just
to
all
that.
the way down on the right side like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's
So when I got this pop-up, I'm like, maybe I would like that, but I can't deal with it today.
no. Don't. I mean, test it out, see how it goes. Yeah.
So yeah, but
I
no,
haven't
seriously,
had
the
time
other
to
day
try
I was asking ChatGPT to analyze a course I had just built, and I needed all the content for the email marketing campaign, and I hit the button and nothing happened, and I'm like, what? And I said, hey, where are you? And I hit the button again, nothing happened, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to do this by myself.
I know.
I don't have time for this.
Time to write an email? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so later on, I asked it if there was a problem, and it said something, I don't know, whatever. So whatever. So anyway, and I saw that tomorrow there's an OBS workshop, and I was like, oh, wish I could go to that. I mean, I use OBS.
Be recorded. Do you?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, David, it's always recorded. You'll have access to it. I'm got to do it as well because I've been meaning to learn OBS for, I don't know, 15 years now.
So I can help you with OBS. We can do a
Oh.
little barter. How's that?
Okay. I love a barter, Judy. Absolutely. 1 million.
Because OBS, I know enough to create creative videos. You've seen my videos. I know enough to do like text overlays, effect overlays, video, images, add in sound, all that fun stuff.
Nice.
Interesting thing about OBS is people that were really upset last year when Adobe said they were canceling Premiere Rush. And your option was to learn Premiere Pro, which is a bear. And you're talking to somebody who's been in Photoshop like 30 years, and I couldn't learn Premiere Pro. I was like, no way. Well, somebody told me about OBS, and they said it is like Premiere Rush on steroids. And I'm like, okay. So I went in and I'm like, wow, this is just like Premiere Rush, and it has all this other stuff. And I'm like, I learned it in 2 hours because I had to create a video, and now I use it all the time.
Oh, okay, good. All
right.
So
I can help you with that. And I feel that I'm a good teacher. Like, I feel like I can.
I mean, you do make a living teaching people things. So
I really do. So anyway, so yeah, so
oh, I love your giraffes in the back. I just noticed. Oh, you love you some giraffes. The lamp is adorable.
Well, so I have above me up here, you can't see it. I have 2 like 15-foot shelves that go across that are old, like railroad wood or something. I don't know. Filled with stuffed animals that my students have given me.
That's just amazing. I love
like
that.
Every possible animal that has meaning to me, down to little tiny felted Pomeranians from like Austria. Like it really needs to be dusted. And I cringe at the thought of taking on this project.
My daughter used to have a little Pomeranian.
Yeah, so I have 7 of them. So.
Oh, I love them.
Yes, they conspire. They conspire like gremlins after midnight. They really do.
Oh, they do. They really,
very
really
smart dogs. One of them not only learned how to unlock the crate, but learned how to go around and unlock everybody else's crates.
Oh, yeah. Well, when my daughter was pregnant with her first child, she got this dog, right? So that was my first grand pup. was Bam Bam. So I spoiled that dang dog so much. Unfortunately, he got sick and we lost him a couple years ago, poor little thing. But oh my gosh, I miss him so much. He's just the cutest sweet. He hip checked another dog into the pool.
Like something one of
I
mine would do.
they were walking, and I know that dog did it on purpose. And then because they both went out the doggy door, and then I'm sitting at the dining room table, and only Bam Bam comes back in, just trotting his little trot. Boop, 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 boop. And then the other dog comes in, looks a lot different than when he came out. And I'm like, are you wet? Yep, he got pushed in the pool by the other one.
But I don't know if you've actually ever seen this, but they float because they have so much hair.
Yeah.
Unless they have a flat coat, because sometimes they have flat coats. But yeah.
Bam Bam's puffball.
So this is Chucky.
Oh, my Chicky. Oh, look at how sweet and fluffy.
And it's all hair. He only weighs 4 pounds.
Yeah.
Like if he's wet,
Yeah.
he's a little bit bigger than a squirrel, but he's
Yeah.
got a lot of hair. He's the normal
Yeah.
color, like the color you see. But I have like a black and tan. I have a tricolor party merle. I have a white one, a blue one. Blue is like a gray.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 other reds. I think that's everybody. I have a little white one that's very bougie.
Oh, gotta
She's
have a
very-
little boo.
Yeah, she's very, very bougie. She might be in a fashion show this fall.
Oh,
Yep.
famous. She's ready for her close up.
She is that dog. Yes, she really is. She has that personality. So, anyway, what else is new with the site that I need to know?
I don't even know. I need to get back at it. This week I'm gonna hopefully in the next month I'm gonna have my funnels done and ready, and I'll just be focusing on marketing myself as well.
There is, just so you know, with OBS.
Hmm.
Oh, we were talking about OBS. We weren't talking about CapCut, right?
No, we were talking about OBS.
I was mixing it up with CapCut. Well, I use both. So what I was referring to it being similar to Premiere Rush was with CapCut. CapCut is very easy to use. But anyway, in OBS, I don't know if this is a Mac thing or it can be on a PC. There's this video on YouTube that I'm always like going and rewatching that's like 5 minutes long, where if you ever launch it and you can't get your proper screen to show up to do your recording, this guy does this little troubleshooting thing where you go in and you do boom, 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 and it's like a glitch. And I can't remember exactly what it does.
But there's like a little tap, tick, top, and then that fixes it.
Yeah. And
it's a secret code.
Seriously, it's like a little glitch. And every time it happens, I'm like, wait, I got to go find that YouTube video. It's like 5 minutes long. It's some young kid, of course.
Always.
But I currently have OBS set up to a VCR.
Do you really?
Yeah, back here. Yeah, I'm trying to digitize old VCR tapes from the early 90s. And I got all the information on how to do this. And I'm like, I'm gonna, and I figured it out, which I was shocked that I did actually. It streams right into OBS and you can record your old videotapes. And by the way, there is no place in the world, because I looked in July, to buy a new VCR. Nobody's making them. So if you want to be able to do this, you need to find a used one and you need to get it now so you have it, because they don't exist. And I have so much stuff on VCR tapes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, in Florida, there's plenty of them if you need any. You can go down here to the flea market. There's lots of them.
Well, you could be making a fortune, Allie, because they're going on eBay for over $900 used.
Some of them. Are you serious? Well, some of them, maybe.
You should look. You can do a little
I'll go
side
look, I'll
hustle.
see at the, okay, I'll look at the flea, because I know they have all kinds of stuff. There's a couple of flea markets around here, but yeah, like, VCRs.
Yeah, this one I
I bet
got.
I have one in storage still.
Yeah, this one I got. It's a Sony, so I felt like, okay, that's good quality. So it was like a kit with all the cables and everything that connect from the back of the VCR to the adapter to the other adapter to plug it into the laptop, and then it goes into OBS. And I'm like, this is not going to work. Like I was reading all these instructions, and I'm like, this is not going to work. But it had really good reviews, so I set it up. I did everything it said, and lo and behold, it worked. And I'm like,
Awesome.
the only problem is I need to do some research, because the quality that it's coming into OBS is like a lower resolution than I expected. So I need to figure out how to make it a higher resolution into OBS, because this all started because I couldn't find the DVD of our wedding. And it was originally on a camcorder, right? You know, because we got married 35 years ago. The camcorder footage was put onto a videotape. Okay. Then at some point, my mom decided as a gift to make DVD copies of it at the local camera shop, which I was mortified by, because there was stuff on there I didn't really want people I know seeing, but whatever. You know, my mom did that.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom.
Like, really, Mom, thanks. Anyway, so there somewhere in our house is this DVD that I can't find. So I do have the videotape, and then I was panicking, and you know, it's probably the most important videotape in the house. So that started this whole thing of me trying to get this kit. And so I found this kit, and it had good reviews, and I bought this kit on Amazon, and I'm like, okay, but the resolution is not what I expected. So I need to when I have time, I need to do some more research, because I'm sure there's a way to upscale it, obviously after the fact, but if it could come in at a better resolution, possibly.
Resolution, it'd be better.
And again, that DVD is in the house somewhere, and I can picture the container it's in. That's in, and of course, it's one of these things where it's like, I know I had it in this container with all these DVDs. This was the most important group of DVDs. I put it somewhere safe, and that somewhere safe is like where I can't.
It's hidden from you forever. I safely hid it from myself. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So anyway,
I do that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I have a transparency scanner. I have a film scanner, all this stuff, because at some point, you know, you're not going to even be able to buy these scanners anymore, because they won't make them, because they'll be, according to the people, they'll be like, no, like, I don't understand why you can't buy a new VCR. I mean, VHS was out for how long? Like, we had VHS tapes in the 80s. We had VHS tapes in the 90s. And even into the early 2000s. So you have like 25 years worth of VHS viewing, like where people, you know, somebody can make a killing if they just brought back a simple VCR.
They will eventually. Somebody will make it. I bet you they can. I bet someone's 3D printing them.
I thought about that because I know somebody. Yeah, I thought about that.
You could do that. You could do, there's probably a lot of ways. But yeah, in certain areas and certain places, you're going to find that like some of that analog tech, you know, ancient tech, so to speak, is going to be a lot more popular. It's going to be a lot more wanted, because AI is infecting everything currently. And it's annoying people. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. I love it. But I don't love it in certain things. Like, I didn't ask for AI there. You know, kind of like you. Like, is that a setting that I have to live with? Why'd you change that? Like, stop doing that. You know?
Yeah, it's creeping into things in photography editing that I would like the option to turn it off. Because when I compete in wildlife competitions, they're very restrictive. And, you know, they have very strict rules, no AI. Well, okay, if you want to be truly no AI, you have to tell people to shoot film, because camera software has AI in it. Okay, Photoshop has AI. You know, everything has
Right.
AI. Your email has AI in it. So anyway,
Right.
yeah, so it kind of makes me giggle when they make a blanket statement that is just ludicrous because, you know,
Right. They can't, they're,
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's organizations that actually spell it out correctly. And I just read one today that was like perfectly written, and it talked about specific tools that incorporate AI for specific types of editing, like, you know, fixing a sensor spot that's on the image or something like that. Like it talks about the specific tools, and it's like, yeah, see, they get it. They understand that you have no choice.
It's nuanced. Right. It's a
Yeah,
nuanced thing.
right. So
And you're not used as long as that tool's not being used to create something that didn't exist.
yep. So anyway, all right,
Yeah.
well, I got nothing.
Okay. No, we had a great day today so far. It's been uh over 2 hour session today. So
Yeah, I
we've
missed the first hour. I hope you had some good turnout.
yeah, no, I was busy the whole time from 11 to now. I was busy the whole time that we had about, I don't know, 7 people on when I first opened up today. So we got a lot done today. It's good.
Good.
Um, and I'll message you after too. We should try to um I want to find out how that strike thing goes. I want to figure out if they'll
Yeah,
work
so
with you. I'm sure other
some of this
people are gonna ask.
I think it's important that I didn't realize this, that when you set up a certain type of payment on Zenler, Stripe, I guess, dictates what type of payment it is on their site, right?
Weird.
And I feel like the type of payment it is should live on Zenler, and that the money, but Stripe, I mean,
The
like when I go to my,
processor is there.
yeah, they literally moved, like those particular payments are moved into a category called subscriptions. And at first I was like, oh, great, until I saw that post where she talked about
Yeah.
person was done paying, but they still needed to have access to the content. And when she stopped the payments, it removed the person from the class. And I remembered that happened to me, but it was okay because the person was not continuing.
Leaving, right. They were
Yeah.
not
So,
continuing. Yeah, I remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that, and like I said, I have a couple months to figure this out. I just don't want to
Yeah.
worry about it in December, January, or well, December or January, because then it happens in February and November's busy. Like, so here we are, it's almost September. So, you know, I want to just make sure I
Yeah.
know what to do.
Yeah. No, we'll get it figured out before then for sure.
But we do need, like, on the payment plan, like, page, there needs to be a way where somebody creating specific types of customized courses can say payment 1 is due this date, payment 2 is due this date. So like instead of saying every 3 months or every 6 months or every month, where you get to have
Just
custom
choose on
Yeah.
September 13th, October 19th, November 3rd, whatever frickin' days I say. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Like, so here's a really good example, like for some of the trips I run. So like, let's say all payments must be paid by like by March 1st, let's say. Okay, all payments have to be in by March 1st. So no matter when somebody signs up, if it says payment 1 must be paid by September 1st, payment 2 has to be paid by December 15th, payment 3 has to be paid by January 30th. Let's say the person signs up right after that first payment that was due. So it would automatically charge them for that one. And then they would be in the system where they're paying on the exact dates that things are due, not, okay, every 3 months. Because the problem I was running into is depending on when somebody signed up,
They were getting, I
they were
remember you
paying
saying
after
that.
the trip. Like, and
Mhm.
so I didn't do it that way. I had to do a custom checkout page for each person,
Mm,
which
Crazy.
again, yeah. So yeah, so customization in the payment And I mean, obviously this is a out of the box type of situation, but your site is perfect for people that run trips.
Yeah.
So much so it's not even funny. Like there's so many people that could tap into this that run trips, they don't necessarily have to be photography trips. They could just be safari trips. I mean, being able to have the live Zooms and being able to, it's perfect. Like it's just perfect to use it as an avenue for that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. No, I'm glad it works good for you.
for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, always new advancements, number one. And especially with the agents, I know there's some more things we can do to trim down your work time for sure. Like
I got it down to about 3 hours to do a course.
it's not
So
too terrible.
no, it's not too terrible. I mean, chat has helped out a lot.
Yeah. Good.
So, all right.
Streamlined it. So are you doing you don't do the accelerator, right?
I don't even know what that is.
Right, that's it. Well, it's the program. We do accelerator meetings on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
All
but
your stuff.
is that for new people?
Yeah, it's usually new people. But it's people too, they can go through the accelerator program if you're maybe restarting. Like you've had your site for a while, but you really didn't do anything with it, but now you want to get going. So you do like an accelerator.
Yeah.
So you can run through it. Or if you have like a goal of getting a particular funnel or a particular program path built,
Still don't
the
understand funnels.
accelerator. I know. I'm gonna find a way. Honestly,
It's a
Judy,
block. It's a mental block for me.
I
I've
know.
never done a funnel. I just send out emails and
That's a funnel. That's a funnel. Your
Oh,
email is a funnel.
okay.
Your email's a funnel.
Okay.
I think about you all the time when it comes to funnels. Every time I'm building a funnel, anytime I'm talking to somebody else about a funnel and they ask me about a funnel, I think of you. And I like try to write down like, ooh, maybe if I explained it like this, Judy would understand. Maybe Judy would make some connections because you do know what a funnel is. It's just that other
sometimes,
people talk about it in a way that
yeah.
makes them sound ridiculous. And
Well,
so it makes you go, well, maybe I don't know what a funnel is, but you do.
I mean, sometimes I think it's right in front of your face and you're like there was something, I can't pinpoint exactly a great example, but like a couple months ago, like something I was like, oh my God, like why didn't I do that last year? Like it was so obvious. And then like all of a sudden it popped in front of my face and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like so anyway,
Why? Yeah.
yeah. So
Never know. It's always a wild ride,
all righty.
especially around here. Well, have a fabulous day.
You too. We're supposed to get rain today, so
Well, that's storm season around here. We pretty much rains every day.
yeah, we have a lot of mosquitoes this year.
Ridiculous.
I have never had this many mosquito bites. Yeah, it's unusual. I mean, I've been places that have this, but not here. Usually we don't have them this bad. So anyway, I think I need to get some citronella candles for outside. We have this little thing that is like a electronic thing.
Yeah.
That usually is enough to keep them off the porch, but it's not working.
It's not.
There's so many of them. My legs look like I look like I have the chicken pox.
I do too, but not because of mosquitoes, but because of ants. I have an ant problem. It's a new problem that I've discovered, and it's kind of creeping me out. I try not to think about it. I had nightmares that I was going to wake up covered in ants. Like it's really bothering me a lot.
Well, the state that you live in has far scarier things that I'd have nightmares about at night. So
Than the ants? I mean, maybe.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could open the front door.
across there. Yeah, there is a lake right across.
Yeah,
in front
seriously,
of
you
me,
could open
so-
the front door and be staring at an alligator.
Yeah, it could want to come up here.
I mean, did you ever
Mhm.
see that footage of that alligator that wanted to get in the house and it was like banging on the glass door and the dog's barking at it?
I could have similar video. I used to have a Pekingese, okay? Um, before my daughter was born. So I had a little dog before I had a little baby. His name was Oscar. He had this smushed in face. He looked like Oscar the Grouch to me. Just the way his fur went
Yeah.
around his head in that particular way, he was Oscar the Grouch. So he was Oscar. And yeah, he squirrels were knocking at my door, my screen door, just standing there on its two little legs and its front legs doing this on my door. And the Pomeranian, the Oscar was at the door barking at it. It stood there barking at. I was like, "Why? Go away, squirrel." It
Hmm.
was very bizarre. Like to just bark at the squirrels, but it knocked on my door, the squirrel.
But you have huge snakes and huge spiders. I mean, again, ants are like the last thing I'd be worried about.
Oh, yeah, the spiders. Oh, I do have a spider bite that I'm healing right now too from here.
That's not that
That's
bad.
that's a month old. That's
I
over a
mean,
month old. It was much bigger. It was a pretty good one. I got sick. I don't know what kind of spider it was.
oh,
It was swell.
that
I
sounds like a
think
brown
brown
recluse.
recluse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I Googled it and I'm pretty sure, but because it was big and swollen and hot and I got sick. I was like, oh. So yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
But the snakes, yeah, you're right. We do have snakes and gators but I haven't really had much problem with them. They're around. You
They
get used
say
to them.
if you take black walnut shells and you sprinkle them, or maybe it's black walnuts, either the shells or the walnuts, maybe it's the shells. Anyway, you can buy them in bulk. If you sprinkle them around the foundation, spiders will not come in your house.
Oh.
Something in black walnuts that they don't like.
Well, here's the thing. I like the spiders because they eat the ants and the
Oh,
insects.
okay.
There's a lot more insects. That's like the largest volume of anything on the planet is insects.
Yeah, I'm actually planning on I'm gonna start learning how to do the macro photography where you photograph the insects really close up because
Really? I just looked at I know this is going to sound crazy, but I looked a fly in the eye today. It was a big, giant fly. It was huge and it had big red eyes. It was just sitting there.
you
And I
sure it
saw,
wasn't a cicada?
no, it's not a cicada. I know a cicada, well, the fly is this big. I've seen cicadas. They're bigger.
Okay.
But I just got down eye level with it and watch it with its little tongue because it was on like a windowsill. So I just leaned down. It did not care. It let me go eye to eye with it and look at it. It just sat there licking the ledge or whatever. It was the most bizarre thing. So that would be cool. I think like that macro photography, that would be
Yeah, I
very
was thinking something I've never done, so I'm always trying to learn something new.
some new little thing. That would be interesting. Yeah. You're never more than 3 feet from a spider.
I didn't need to know that.
Sorry, Judy.
Really didn't. I really,
Because
really didn't need to know that.
they have to be because their food supply is the insects, and there's more insects than anything. So arachnid is the second largest population because it eats the first largest population, which is the insects.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the chain. It's the circle of life, Judy.
Yeah, well, all right. Um,
You
I
can do a
just
photography. You can do a little circle of life photography thing start with the insect and the spider, and go all the way.
what's the little spider, the real tiny one that has like 8 eyeballs?
The real tiny one that has 8 eyeballs. I don't know.
I think it's the jumping spider, those little teeny weeny ones.
Oh, yeah.
They got like 8 eyeballs or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so reach out to me. I can show you what I know. Do you have a microphone, like a standalone microphone?
Um, I did. I don't know where it's at, but I plan on getting one again soon.
So I have the Shure. I have the Shure,
Oh, okay.
whatever it's called. I think it's the Shure 7 something. I really like it. And I
Do
got the
you?
boom arm for it that I can get. And now I made
Oh, you're cutting in and out. Oh, because you,
it
oh,
goes on mute. It goes on mute if you touch this one part. It's nice and not nice at the same time, but it has this mute function that the green, now you can't see it. There's like a green LED light that pulsates, and all you do is tap it and it turns red and it means you're muted. So it's really convenient if you have to mute yourself quickly.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
And then gosh, my webcam is like 4 years old now, but it's the Brio 4K. A lot of
Yeah, I think I had the Brio. What
yeah, a
did
lot
I
of
have?
photographers use like an old camera to set up
Yeah,
as a streaming device, but I'm like, I don't know, like they're heavy. Like,
like,
you need like a lot of gear to use an actual even a DSLR, and I don't really have any DSLRs left. Yeah, so I decided to just get the Brio.
yeah, I had a Brio. I don't know what I think that's pretty much that's gone now, but I always liked it. So I have another I bought another webcam. I don't know where it's at. Some generic one like Omni or something. I
But the
just wanted
camera,
to see how
whatever
it worked.
camera you're using is very clear.
My laptop camera.
It must be really good because the
Yeah,
Apple
I
one.
did. Yeah, I did make sure. I did a lot of research. Chat and I spent a lot of time together in November before Black Friday so that I could get a nice computer for all of this stuff. So yeah, I wanted to get as best as I could, and so I've been happy with it. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's very clear. Yeah, the camera that comes on the Mac, ever since they switched to what was called the Mac Studio, when they switched from the iMac, the cameras were awful. And
Really?
I remember like 4 years ago when I got my desktop computer, I was like, why is this camera so bad? I thought there was something wrong with my computer. And I started researching it and it said, no, they downgraded the camera. And I'm like, why?
Right. Yeah,
And
that's
then they went, they're
crazy.
trying to talk you into using your iPhone as your camera, which is great. Okay, if you don't need your iPhone to do stuff while you're
While
streaming.
you're on a Zoom on a thing, yeah.
Well, yeah, because like, and then I thought, well, maybe I should, like for instance, I own this phone. So like, I don't, maybe I shouldn't trade it in. Maybe I should keep it just as the camera because it's a good camera. And so they don't give you much trade-in value. So, like
I don't know. Like it depends on if
if you
oh
have to
yeah,
have,
if you don't want if you don't need the trade-in value, then yeah, I mean, why not? If you really like the camera.
well, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. But anyway, I tried using my iPhone camera for 3 months, or maybe it was 2 months. And I was like, well, this doesn't work because I use my phone to schedule the next appointment. And so I have a student on Zoom with me that I want to schedule the next appointment, and I like to do it on my phone. So now I had to, it just, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was like, well, this is dumb because it's on a holder on my computer. I got to take it out of the holder. I got to unplug it, no. So
So if you just save one as your streaming camera.
maybe, I don't know. I gotta ask Chad about that.
Yeah. But you could also just get a camera, a
I have one.
webcam and attach it.
I have one. I have a
And
Brio. It's a 4K.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So you do. Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, if I didn't have that on, if you saw the quality of the camera on the Mac, you'd be appalled.
Yeah.
It's
That's
really
wild
bad.
that they do.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I can't-
They downgraded it when they went from the iMac to the Mac Studio. They changed it, and I was just like, why? So
Yeah, well, you are a photographer, Judy, so you would notice and you would be upset about it. The rest of the people probably don't care. Well, some do,
no,
obviously.
it really no. When I got
Bad.
the computer, it was really blurry, like
Oh,
really bad quality. It was worse than any webcam that I had on any computer ever.
like AOL dial-up days kind of thing.
Pretty much, it was really bad, and I was like, yeah, this is unacceptable. So, anyway, so
Creole's always a good choice.
Brio, yeah, yeah, and then so the one that I have, I did some research how to pop off the foot if you want to put it on a tripod and like move it over here so it's seeing you from the side. And it was a good thing I did the research because you can break it really easily. And it has a very specific way the bottom comes off. So I was glad I did that.